Yo, what's up, guys? It's 13. I'm a content creator for Elevate, and today I'm going to be giving you some tips and tricks on how to use bulletproof cams. This video is targeted towards newer players who are trying to figure out certain things about the game, but even as a more experienced player, I'm sure there's some tips you can take away from this video. Bulletproof cams are pretty unique in Siege. As we know in Siege, information is extremely important. That's why operators like Valkyrie and Maestro are so powerful and are as powerful as they are. Bulletproofs are not necessarily the same strength as those operators, but they can be brought alongside other gadgets because they're a secondary gadget, and they can be used in some pretty unique ways, unlike a Valkyrie cam, for example. So today I'm going to be giving you some really helpful tips if you don't know and you haven't been playing Siege for very long. The operators that actually have this, you have Mute, Castle, you have Doc, Jaeger has a bulletproof, Frost has a bulletproof, Legion does, Vigil has one as well, Rooney has one, and those are the operators that have access to the bulletproof cam on defense. So in my opinion, the best spot to place bulletproof cams is in long hallways that attackers will try to push down at some point in the round. One great example is on Oregon. If you place cam either here or here, you can use this camera to spot attackers try to push down this hallway late into the round. With operators like a Rooney, Wamai, or Jaeger, you can also try to protect these bulletproof cams with at least a little bit of utility. Rooney is definitely one of the better operators for this, considering that she has the bulletproof cam herself, so she can set up this entire little bit herself. So these cams can be used to protect the hallway as they try to push up, because these hallways can sometimes become unprotected as you lose defenders and you lose guns to be able to hold these angles. So having at least just one teammate sitting on these cams after death, being able to protect these hallways, and then even X-ping on them, which gives you their exact location, obviously, for the attackers, is pretty powerful. So long hallways near the site, for example on Oregon, and I'll also show you one on Villa, are great places for bulletproof cameras. Another extremely powerful and popular bulletproof cam that is seen on Villa is this example right here, where you place a bulletproof cam at the end of the 90 hallway. This bulletproof cam watches as attackers try to push down through this books area from top main. And while attackers coming from top main, as they gain this area and try to take towards site, they're going to be able to easily destroy the 90 camera. But that bulletproof cam, they're going to have to clear with some kind of utility if they haven't taken the top red area over there. So they're going to have to use either like a grenade, if they can even throw it that far, or an Ash charge, or a Gone 6 or a Zofia charge. Just use something to clear this bulletproof cam. And if they don't, this bulletproof cam watches this entire hallway, and as attackers try to push up, even if they sprint down, they can be easily X-pinged or called out by a dead teammate or just a teammate on cams. And attackers just won't be able to push down this hallway very easily, getting constantly X-pinged and called out as they push here or past. And if you have a defender in the 90 hallway, you can even use this camera to get killed as they try to push down the hallway. Another camera that I like to place is on console and basement. And this teaches you like a good idea of where to place bulletproof cams. Obviously, the ones that I'm showing you are not the only ones you can place. You can become pretty creative with your bulletproof cam placement. What I like to do with the Rooney is I destroy this wood, and then I place it under this like metal electrical box object. And what this does is somewhat protects it from the vertical gameplay, which would be able to destroy it if there wasn't this metal thing above it. But it also just watches, once again, an area where attackers will try to cautiously push down an area like yellow stairs and the breach itself. So this bulletproof cam is not very easy to clear unless you're on yellow stairs, and if you do clear it, that's another bit of wasted utility for the attackers. So this camera allows for you to be able to X-ping any planters as they come in trying to plant on black car, white van, and the most important part is it allows you to X-ping the attackers as they come down yellow stairs, which is often done later into the round once the breach is open. If this camera isn't cleared, it's very hard for the attackers to try to push into site and take the control that they need to get the plant down. So continuing on from what I said in the last section about wanting to put bulletproof cams in areas that watch attackers trying to get into precarious positions, I want to show you this quick Rooney bulletproof cam doubling that you can do. So what you want to do is reinforce a wall from the opposite side of where you want to put the bulletproof, after making a little hole that allows you to place the bulletproof cam. In between these prong type of objects that you see on reinforcements, you can place the bulletproof cam so it's deep onto the reinforcement, and then you can place a Rooney trap over it. You might even be able to put one on the door near it, because this is not just done on coastline. You can do this on multiple maps if the opportunity comes. This camera can watch attackers as they try to come into plant on the A-bomb, which is an extremely common plant spot on hookah and coastline. And also, a lot of attackers just try to push deep into the site to get control. This bulletproof cam is pretty difficult to clear if you stack it with the Roonies, maybe some ADSs, or even Wamai discs. And this what this setup does is it prevents just like a random Gone 6, Ash Charge, Zofia Charge from just easily clearing the Bulletproof camera, because you have to actually clear this Aruni first, and then you can use another bit of attacker utility to actually clear the Bulletproof cam. And while it's not an extremely efficient or extremely tough bit of defense, every little bit of defense that goes towards protecting something important in your defensive lineup is important. And this Bulletproof cam is so powerful to the point where a lot of attackers will actually use the utility and clear the Bulletproof camera, which takes away some other utility that they could be using to kill you. So if they don't clear it, you have an extremely powerful Bulletproof cam, and if they do clear it, it at least wastes some pretty important attacker utility that could be used on other things, such as Maestro cams like one under there, otherwise trying to kill the defensive operators. So pairing it up with a Rooney is an extremely powerful one, and I'm going to show you another quick pairing right now. In this next pairing, I also show you a pretty powerful Bulletproof cam that's pretty commonly seen. On CC defense, if you place one up here, this Bulletproof cam can watch as attackers push in through either Garage or the Breach to get to this default plant spot, which allows you to then Nitro or Smoke or just somehow otherwise prevent the plant from going down. But other than just showing you this Bulletproof cam spot, I also want to show you how you can pair it with the Jaeger. And it's pretty intuitive that you can pair up an ADS with a Bulletproof cam to protect it. But this also shows you how you can pair an ADS with a shield with a Bulletproof cam. So, for example, you often see a shield placed right here on the CC defense. It watches the Breach, and if they don't have Garage control, it really prevents them from just running through the Breach and taking site control when you have a shield placed right here. So when you have a shield placed right here with one or two ADSs protecting that shield, you also then have another Bulletproof cam behind it. So while you don't want to place the Bulletproof cam right next to the shield, so they can't be both cleared by one grenade or one Ash Charge or one Zofia Charge, if you place it behind ADSs and behind or near a shield but not too close to a shield, you can make it so attackers really have to clear as efficiently as possible, not only this shield, but also the Bulletproof cam. For example, let's say they just decide to clear the shield at this moment, and they use two flashes, and they like shoot a Zofia Charge here, well, Gone 6, and they only get the shield. If they only clear the shield and the ADSs remain, and they don't destroy them and they've only cleared the shield, and then they wait, and they want to then clear the Bulletproof cam later in the round, they'll have to re-clear those ADSs that are placed here. So you can then double the ADSs as a shield protector and as a Bulletproof cam protector if you do place it properly, like here, where there's a shield and a Bulletproof cam both being protected within the range of ADS. I also want to show you something you absolutely should not do when placing a Bulletproof cam. So while you can place a Bulletproof cam here, and it seems pretty protected, it seems like it would be a decent Bulletproof camera, because it can't really be shot from the side. It's not like an attacker is going to be here or here at any time of the round on a church attack. What attackers can actually do, though, is destroy the wall behind the Bulletproof cam. And as you saw right there, that Bulletproof cam pretty much got destroyed by my bullets because all I did was shoot the wall behind it. So be careful when placing your Bulletproof cams. Don't place them on soft walls, and if you do, place it on the other side of a reinforced wall, like, for example, like what I did on Coastline. You need to destroy the soft wall behind it so it can't just be easily destroyed by an attacker just shooting the wood behind it. Because right here would be a fine place for a Bulletproof camera, but right here would be easily destroyed and pretty much free Bulletproof cam to destroy as an attacker. Because shooting this wall open and getting the wood to destroy the Bulletproof camera is not exactly a hard thing. As I showed you, as in about 3 bullets, I destroyed a Bulletproof cam right there. So that wraps up pretty much everything I wanted to show you guys about Bulletproof cameras. While it was a somewhat short video, it showcased pretty much everything there is to know about Bulletproof cameras and how to use them properly. The idea basically wrapped up is to place them in longer areas or areas where attackers are going to try to push in, and if they get X-pinged in those areas, you can easily then kill the attackers using the X-ping that someone gave you, spotting off the Bulletproof camera. It's good practice to just place it down a long hallway or somewhere where the attackers can't get on the side of it to easily obviously destroy the side of the Bulletproof camera. So that wraps up, and I thank you for watching. If there's any other videos you'd like to see, comment below and I can try to make those videos for you. Appreciate you watching this video, and have a good day.